Hi, it's a beautiful day right here in Nigeria. My name is M.Tommy of Peace Egg Ministry. Thank you for being part of this broadcast today. Thank you for subscribing and also taking time to watch my videos. I take time to appreciate all of you all over the world for finding time to be watching my videos. God bless you real good in Jesus Christ's name. I'm doing this video to motivate, inspire, and give people other family members hope. One of my family members, the Scoan and Emmanuel TV family all over the world. All right, so that's why I'm doing this video, because most times I know you'll be sitting down thinking about some of the stuff you hear, some of the stuff you see, and you don't really have an answer to them. So I come sometimes to clarify, some of those stuff, as the Spirit leads. So that's what I'm here to do today. So today we want to look at God's covenant, and specifically at Scoan. Covenant is so strong that even when you die, covenant survives, covenant lives. Generations after generation could come and benefit from covenant, and we'll be seeing a whole lot of that in the Bible. Many of you have watched my story. That is the title of that program. The story of Prophet T.B Joshua, right from the early time of his ministry, till when he was finally called on by the Lord. You realize that if you listen at the beginning, that he had a personal encounter with God and there was a covenant. Remember the time he said he went to try to get a channel and he was using another name, Synagogue TV. And the Lord said to him, no, I'm not talking about Synagogue TV. I said, the name is Emmanuel TV. That means it's a covenant. There's something God has destined, planned to do with that name. That's why you can stay in your house and receive blessing, receive healing, deliverance via Emmanuel TV. That's why when you look at the synagogue of all nations today, I want to tell you something. Don't be surprised by whatever you're seeing happening there. What is happening there is covenant at work. You see the healing, the deliverance, and everything happening. It's a covenant God has with the synagogue of all nations. It's a covenant God had with Prophet T.B Joshua. It's a covenant God has with Emmanuel TV. It doesn't matter if Prophet T.B Joshua is alive or not. The covenant is so much alive that even in the 20 generation will still benefit from this covenant. It doesn't matter who is running, is going to be the head of the church. It doesn't matter who stands out there to do one thing or the other. The fact is, it's not because Mom Evelyn is anointed. It's not because Prophet Racine, Prophet Chris, Prophet Anne, Prophet Angela, or Yinka is anointed. That's why healing will take place. That's why deliverance will take place. That's why this and that will take place. What is happening is a covenant. Is a covenant that God has made with the synagogue of all nations and Prophet T.B Joshua. And all of them have fallen under that covenant. So if they submit under that covenant, the covenant will work on them automatically. Just like one time you hear about covenants, curses and covenants in the family. Once you are born into that family, automatically the covenant begin to work because you are part of it. So once you submit under the spiritual power of that church, the covenant begin to work automatically. There will never be a time that healing will cease at the Scoan. There will never be a time that deliverance will cease at Scoan. There will never be a time that, those signs and wonder will cease at Scoan. Because it's not all about them. It's about the promise God have made with Prophet T.B Joshua, the Scoan, and Emmanuel TV. A very good example is Isaac and Abraham. Isaac was doing well and he was happy. In the thank God for blessing him and this. Now listen to what God told him in the book of Genesis 26:24. That night, the Lord appeared to him and said, I am the God of your father Abraham. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. I will bless you and will increase the number of your descendants for the sake of my servant Abraham. He said, I'm doing this for the sake of my servant Abraham. Don't forget, Abraham is long gone, but the covenant was still speaking for Isaac. That is something that is happening at the Scoan. That's why no matter how you hate Scoan, no matter what you say about it, it will not come down, because your opinion doesn't matter. What matters so much is the covenant God has made with that place. Okay, also listen to this. What Moses said to the children of Israel about covenants. Listen to it. Deuteronomy chapter 9 verse 5. Listen. It is not because of your righteousness or your integrity that you're going to take possession of their land, but on account of the wickedness of these nations. The Lord your God will drive them out before you to accomplish what he swore to your fathers, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That means covenant is so strong. You can't just wake up one day and eliminate covenants. It speaks from behind. There's also another time in the Bible that Abijah had issues with Jeroboam. And Jeroboam was a son of one of the officials of David, fighting against Abijah. Listen to what Abijah told him, reminding him that you cannot fight me and succeed. Listen to what he said in the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 13 from verse 4. Abijah stood on Mount Zemaraim in the hill country of Ephraim and said, Jeroboam and all Israel, listen to me. Do you know that the Lord God of Israel has given the kingship of Israel to David and his descendant forever by a covenant of salt? By a covenant of salt. There's no way you can take kingship away from him. Now let me take you back to what God told David. Let me take you back. 2 Samuel chapter 7 from verse 11. You can start reading from there, but I want to start from reading from verse 15. But my love will never be taken away from him, as I took it away from Saul. Covenants, whom I removed from before you. Your house and your kingdom will endure forever before me. Your throne will be established forever. That is why, in a simple term, you have Jesus Christ, son of David. For David to have a king that will reign over him forever, Jesus needed to born from the lineage of David. Hope you understand. That's a story for another day. What I'm trying to say right now is that when God makes a covenant with a man, it doesn't matter who is involved in the future. He will do whatever he wants to do because of the covenant he has made with this man. So he made a covenant with Prophet T.B Joshua about Scoan, Emmanuel TV, and the rest. The rest is history. So God will not perform signs and wonders because of Mommy Evelyn Joshua. Will not perform signs and wonders because of the prophets and the disciples. He will perform wonder because of the covenant he had with Prophet T.B Joshua, with the Scoan, and Emmanuel TV. You must understand that. So you shouldn't be surprised when you see miracle happening. It's happening because they're working in covenants. The only time that will cease is if you fail out of that covenant. Hear me clear. There's something very particular about T.B Joshua's ministry. It's a healing. It's not deliverance. People have seen deliverance almost everywhere. But healing. His healing ministry is very unique. It's very uncommon. Everyone that stays around him that's drinks from that ocean, because that's an ocean. Every ocean has a source. If you are disconnected from that source, you're going to have issues. What I mean is, the covenant is working for everyone right now. Anyone that falls out of that covenant and thinks, I can do it myself, you realize that you can do yourself, yes, but there are things you cannot do. There are things that are working in your life because of the covenants. If you are drinking from the ocean of the Scoan, drinking from the ocean of Prophet T.B Joshua, you will find his qualities in you and you do what he can do. The day you fall out of that covenant, you're going to be different. The covenant Abraham blessings are mine. We all are children of Abraham. We are falling under that covenant. We are enjoying the blessings of Abraham today. So all sons and daughters of Prophet T.B Joshua are enjoying the blessings of Prophet T.B Joshua. The church will resume. You're not going there because mommy is there. You're not going there because you will see the prophet there. You are going there because you know that the same God of Prophet T.B Joshua is still alive. So I believe we've learned something today, and I want to encourage you to stay put, be encouraged, encourage your hearts, be steadfast in all times, all right? And know that that same God of yesterday is still the God of today and forever. The God of our father, Prophet T.B Joshua, is still the same today and forever. The same way you have the God of Isaac, Abraham, Jacob that is still working for us today. That means the same God of our Father is also working for us today. So have your faith in God, believe in God, knowing that He sees the miracle worker, He cannot fail because He made a covenant with Scoan. All you need to do right now is be available. Daddy used to say something, God doesn't need human hands to do anything. Just be available. All right? So once you're available, you submit under, you're going to have the blessing. God bless you. Once again, my name is M.Tommy of Peace Egg Ministry.